What is your favorite video game of all time? Age of Empires 2. Yay? Bulden yay? Choppa. Doo-doo. Yow. Edit, don't forget about those awesome Shelby Cobras that can win the game for you. GoldenEye. Those late 90s get-togethers with my bro and some mates, 4-player license to kill all maps. Glorious, nostalgic and etched firmly in my soul. Pistols only, no mines, no odd job. Slappers only. Slappers only is how boys turned to men back in those days. I can still hear me and the boys laughing. Knights of the Old Republic 1-2. I am both excited and worried about the remake. Love the original games. The good thing is that if it's bad, the originals still exist. Command and Conquer 2, Red Alert Edit, as pointed out by Uormom Goisto College, I meant CC, Red Alert 2. This is lame, but Rock Band Guitar Hero put way too much time into that growing up edit. Holy cow, I didn't expect so much love on this comment. It's seriously been awesome to get to share in some nostalgia with everyone here. Sorry I can't reply to them all, but I love all the stories people have of playing the games with friends, and am glad to see many enjoyed it just as much as I did. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Honestly, I love them all from THPS 1 to Thaw. Some are better than others, some I have more nostalgic attachment for than others, but they're all just a great time. I recently 100% each one of those games back to back for the first time. Had an absolute blast doing it. Edit, I just wanted to say you all have no idea how happy I am getting to talk about my favorite game series all day to internet strangers. Glad we share the love for it. Roller Coaster Tycoon. 1998 to 1999 were such special years for PC gaming. Backyard Baseball. Oh Pablo, what a slugger. Always my first pick. Super Mario 64. Original Star Wars Battlefront 2. Galactic Conquest was an amazing feature, also the 501st campaign was so good. Spyro the Dragon. I have some great memories playing the Great Wall of China level in Year of the Dragon edit. The Orient Express level was on Crash Bandicoot. I just Mandela affected myself and 1K other people. BioShock, the first one. Welcome to the circus of value. Bienvenido al amo bandito muchas gracias, seu. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Was my first RPG and still to this day I find myself playing with only graphic mods and OpenMW edit. For anyone curious about the game, it's $15 normally on Steam but goes on sale for as little as $5 and it's definitely worth the pickup. Any PC built after 2006 can run it and downloading OpenMW is free and easy to use. Helps the stability of the game and I believe has a few bug fixes with it. Edit 2, it's also on GOG and Game Pass for Xbox and PC, not sure if it's able to be modded through Game Pass though. Fallout NV. Super Mario Bros. 3. Red Dead Redemption. It hits close to home for me. I used to watch westerns all the time with my grandma. She passed away a week after Easter that year. When I played it, was like we were watching a western again. The story of John Marston is something I always love going back to. Online was great playing with my best friend. We always had our go-to characters to cause chaos across online. Warring with posses at the fort in Mexico was fun too. Red Dead Redemption 2 is awesome. But I'm a sucker for the original. Hoping for a remaster. Jak and Daxter as a kid, it was fun to romp around the maps and mindlessly bash things. It scratches that nice completionist itch in me. The scenery is really pretty. The music is all bops. And I will constantly replay it. Plus it was the first game I 100% completed. Jak 2's slum level with the Crimson Guard will always haunt me. Oh my god, you just brought back such ducking frustrating memories. Baldur's Gate 2. Ah, the child of Baal has awoken. It is time for more upvotes. Halo 3. Halo 3 just holds such a special place in my heart. First game I ever properly played with my dad, and still my favorite game to date. Halo 3 was like a new milestone in me and my friends' lives. Especially the Halo 3 edition of Mountain Dew Game Fuel was so much better than newer game fuels, and every once in a while it comes back. Chrono Trigger. Nothing compares. CT has 12 different endings, 13 if you're on the DS port, each one shows a different story if the game is finished at different points. If you didn't complete certain events, if you didn't meet certain people, the ending changes accordingly. This was in 1995. CT coined the term New Game Plus. Absolutely holds up to this day and remains one of the best games ever committed to Silicon. Paper Mario, The Thousand-Year Door. Zelda, A Link to the Past. MGS3 Snake Eater. You'll never forget that boss fight against the ladder. At least the music for that fight was amazing. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2's final mission will always be one of my favorite gaming moments. The concept behind that mission is so ducking great. The entire game leads up to it, and it actually delivers on the premise. Everyone is like this is a suicide mission, and even the game is like this last mission is a suicide mission. I was still like, yeah, whatever, it'll just be that typical tense plot armor-filled climax. Up until I saw Garrus get carried away by the Collector Swarm, and my expression went from 2. I went in with big dick energy because it completed all of my loyalty missions. Then I watched my crew get liquefied because I recruited Legion too soon, and I was like, oh no. Banjo-Kazooie. My uncle bought an N64 so we could have something to bond over at his house. He used to just watch me play that game, it was a great time. Miss you, love you, Uncle Tommy. Edit, you guys. I'm so happy right now. Reading through all your Banjo memories has been so touching, it's such an awesome game. Thank you all for sharing your stories. I thought maybe 2 or 3 people out there would be excited about Banjo. I'm so pleasantly surprised. Thanks to everyone who pointed me in the emulator Xbox Switch direction. I can't wait to get back to it, and crack open the nostalgia chest. LEGO Star Wars, The Complete Saga. Diablo 2. Just picked up the remaster and I'm sucked right in like it's 1999 all over again. Borderlands 2. I love Borderlands 2, but Tiny Tina's Attack on Dragonkeep DLC is one of my favorite experiences of gaming period. Literally playing out a D&D campaign, with so much creativity and character to it. And Tina's breakdown at the end? Love this DLC so much. StarCraft. Terraria. Here's to more final updates to come. Super Mario World. I love beating it 100%. Probably Skyrim, I had never been immersed in that large of a world before. Even made better by my love for all things fantasy. I finished basically every quest and joined every guild in that game. So much fun. Close seconds for me are Halo 3 and Gears of War 1. When both came out I was instantly hooked. Those were my peak Xbox 360 playing days in high school. Nothing better than playing with your friends all night after school, on the weekends, and all summer long. I'm not as big a gamer as I used to be, but I have very fond memories of all those games. Any Monkey Island game. Probably 2 or 4. Tony Hawk's Underground 2, the soundtrack to that game was one of the best I've ever experienced. And you could put the game disc in a CD player and listen to the soundtrack separately. You can put the N64 cartridge in your VCR and get in trouble from your mom because someone told you can listen to music straight from it. Team Fortress 2. I don't care how bad it's gotten or how busted that game is, that game has some of the funnest mechanics I've ever seen in a game. Such as rocket jumping. Valve left to get milk and cigarettes. Just going out to get those localization files for the heavy update. I'll be right back. Assassin's Creed 2. Fallout, New Vegas. My PFP definitely was not a dead giveaway or anything. Outer Wilds. Nothing else compares, except for its DLC. The original Donkey Kong Country, partly because it reminds me of hanging with my brothers when we were kids, partly because the game is a perfect tough but fair platformer, but mostly because the soundtrack absolutely slaps. DKC 2 was the very first video game I owned. My grandma got it for me for my 5th birthday, along with a sick wallet that already had $5 in it. Rip Grandma, love you.